A man ignored his family's protests. Without hesitation, he jumped toward the outside of the building, but luckily he caught the edge of the floor. Then he quickly climbed back up. His family breathed a sigh of relief, but he didn't stop the dangerous behavior. He picked up a stick from the ground, then jumped toward an even higher floor. His mother nearly fainted when she saw this. However, he wasn't doing this because he was crazy. It turned out their city had suddenly been hit by toxic gas. They had to get to the top of the building to call for help. Using his years of rock climbing experience, the man finally reached the top of the building. He didn't have time to rest and hurry to open the rooftop door. His family also made it to the rooftop. Everyone pulled out their phones to send distress signals. Soon a rescue helicopter spotted them. As the rescuer lowered the cage, everyone rushed to get inside. But just as the man and his wife were about to get on, they were told only one more person could go. The man wanted his wife to go first, but his wife didn't want to leave him behind, so they both stayed for now. But before the rescue helicopter could return, the toxic gas spread upward. The two had no choice but to pack their climbing gear, put on protective suits and flee to higher floors. But the masks were small and wouldn't last long. As time ticked by minute, they could only choose the nearest building, but toxic gas had already spread up here too. The man looked at his phone. He knew the oxygen in the mask was almost gone. He took out the last mask. While his wife wasn't looking, he secretly put it on, then left his wife and ran into the toxic fog. But just as the woman fell into despair, the man suddenly came back, ignoring his wife's scolding and hitting. He quickly pulled out a new mask for his wife. It turned out he had gone back to find a new mask. The man knew the building was dangerous, so he went back himself. After putting on the new mask, they continued fleeing. They used dumbbells and rope to make a bridge. Along the rope they escaped to a higher rooftop. Then they started sending distress signals outside. Before long a helicopter spotted them. Just when they were about to successfully escape, his wife saw a group of students trapped in a classroom, so they found some cardboard cutouts, then lay down on either side, forming an arrow shape pointing toward the students. The rescuer understood what they meant. That's how the group of students was saved. They had to wait for the next rescue flight, but just then another explosion sounded in the distance. The blast made the toxic gas spread even faster. They could only keep fleeing to higher places. They moved between the rooftops of various buildings. When the rescue helicopter came again, they could no longer see the two of them. Just as the pilot was about to head back, the rescuers suddenly spotted on the tower's peak. There were actually two figures. They were holding up flares, excitedly waving their hands. They were finally rescued.